So I have nothing more for you right now. I wanted to tell you additional information, and some of the things that were asked is we have 60 contracted beds with our counties. We have 41 youth placed in those beds today. We have 8 at Douglas River Rock, 12 at Douglas Creekside, 14 at Douglas Fowler, 3 at Multnomah County, and 4 in Lincoln County.
And if you're interested in seeing some pictures of those facilities, they are posted on our website so that you can see what those environments look like.
Mm-hmm. And do we have photos of the YIP
Yes.
bedrooms as well?
Yes, we do. We'd be happy to post those for you.
And Marilyn, I have one more question. When I had a copy of the letter that was signed by Chuck and Sara and Tom Vanderveen after the visit, that I'm confused by the letter and the statement that nobody's ever been locked in a jail cell. That letter said that there were credible reports of the children being locked in the jail cell.
Senator Gelser, and Co-Chair Hurd, and committee members, I'm going to have Chuck, he's got the letter here. I'm going to go ahead and have him look and see if he can find that information. But our children are not, we don't have jail cells, and our children are not in rooms that they cannot leave from. They're not locked. Their rooms can lock themselves when they are leave their rooms, and their bedrooms, they can lock their doors, but they are never locked into a position where they can't leave.
And I think the other place that the question came from in reading the lawsuit that was filed, it referenced Douglas County in particular, and it talked about being locked in at nighttime and the locks being locked from a central location. And I understand from what you've said that's not a repurposed detention facility. Does that technology exist, and what might lead to that misunderstanding if that's not true?
Senator Gelser and Chair Hurd and committee members, I am not at liberty to talk about anything in the lawsuit at this time.
As I'm aware of that facility, Madam Chair, the children or the youth were not housed in a part of that facility that was ever purposed as a detention center. The structure had a portion of it that was, but they were not housed in that portion, as I've been made aware of from my local folks. If that helps.
Chair Gelser, members of the committee, for the record, I'm Chuck Hibner, and I'm the director of the Office of Training, Information, Investigation, and Safety. You have a little information, too. Occasionally, we'll do information. So let me address the question you posed for Klamath Falls. I think in reading the letter, you may have come across the words credible information. I believe that was in relation to the searches. We interviewed youth. They gave some credible information about potentially being strip searched. We also had some credible information on their side that they were not, so we really couldn't decide one way or the other. So if I'm remembering the letter and the what you might have seen, I think it was in relationship to that. In terms of the locking of the doors, I just checked with Harry back there, and the doors can be locked from the inside, but not from the outside, so they can't be locked in. And that's true throughout the organization. The organizations we're talking about here is that the ability to lock the doors themselves, lock the room doors, is not something that currently exists.
Good.
Okay.
Thank you.